on SUTV News, SHIP has a new interim president.
And students get a second chance to participate in the Women's March.
All that and more right now.
Thanks for joining us on SUTV News. I'm Marina Barnett.
And I'm Zach Salzgiver. Today, Pashy Board of Governors named Acting President Dr. Barbara Lyman interim president of Shippensburg University. Dr. Lyman served as Shippensburg University's second in command since 2008. Board of Governors Chairwoman Cynthia D. Shapira says, "We are confident she will continue to provide strong leadership to the institution while the search for the new permanent president, the Board of Governors' National Search for SHIP's permanent president, begins later this year."
Donald Trump was sworn in as the 45th President of the United States on Friday. SUTV's Brendan Leahy takes a look at his first week in office.
We start day one.
President Trump's first week in office has been filled with controversy. Congressional leaders criticize his cabinet appointments, but a Republican-controlled Congress will likely confirm all of his nominees. Shippensburg political science professor Dr. Cynthia Badaran says a Republican-controlled Congress won't necessarily have the same agenda.
Whether they will go along with other policies he has in mind and how far he's willing to push them and how far they're willing to let themselves be pushed, that is going to be the game to watch.
Yesterday, President Trump tweeted he will announce his nominee to fill the open seat on the U.S. Supreme Court next Thursday. For SUTV News, I'm Brendan Leahy.
The empty Supreme Court seat has been open since February of last year. The National Women's March the Women's March movement inspired Shippensburg University to join in. Joe Rodriguez has the story.
Yes, I am outraged.
Women responded to the presidential election in marches breaking U.S. protest records in every major city. Now, the Women's Center is bringing the march to Shippensburg. Interim Director Kelsey Roman wanted to get the university involved in the movement.
We thought we would simulate it on a smaller scale, of course, on campus and give students, faculty, and staff that opportunity to march for their rights to march and empower and support.
The march in Shippensburg focuses on supporting students through tough times on campus.
We help our students grow by challenging them and bringing them together so they can face adversity together.
President Donald Trump criticized the protest on Twitter earlier this week, but Kelsey wants critics to look at the significance of this movement.
It's an opportunity to celebrate differences, and we can't deny that there's differences across everyone.
The march starts here in front of the Women's Center's home, Horton Hall. And it'll wrap up in the Cub Amphitheater. The march is in February 9th. For SUTV News, I'm Joe Rodriguez.
If you want to speak at the march, send an email to Annette Melendez at armelendez@ship.edu.
The Career and Community Engagement Center is hosting the Martin Luther King Day of Service. This community service event is focusing on local service. The Martin Luther King Day of Service will be on Saturday morning starting at 9. Registration starts at 8:30 in the Cub, room 119. Winter break wasn't all about rest and relaxation for all SHIP students. The French department hosted the annual study abroad trip to Haiti. 4 students and 2 professors worked for 2 weeks, finishing the roof off of the infirmary started in 2014, all the while learning about the culture and documenting their experience. After the group finished the roof, they joined the people of the community in a traditional benediction of the building and a raising of the Haitian flag.
Par rapport à ce travail si magnifique, si agréable et bon pour la communauté que l'on est en train de réaliser. Et par rapport à ce que nous avons déjà fait.
Next year's group of students will finish the floor and furnishing to help the cause. Go to sutvnews.com.
Nationally accredited John L. Grove College of Business is adding to its long list of accolades. U.S. News and World Report has ranked Shippensburg's MBA program as one of the top in the nation, coming in at 115. The national ranking is broken down into multiple subcategories where SHIP excels.
Are ranked 7th in the nation in faculty credentials and qualifications. So I think I attribute a lot of our success to the excellent faculty that we have here and the great job that they're doing.
Ms. John Cootie says the high ranking comes with high standards for students.
I understand it is not an easy program. It's a rigorous program. We have high expectations of our students, but also we provide the opportunities for our students to show for that level of expectations.
The College of Business has been AACSB nationally accredited since 1981, and this year have already earned multiple national rankings.
If you're looking to get more involved on campus, the Student Involvement and Services Fair is this Saturday from 12 to 2. Greek Life, Club Sports, Activities Programming Board, and the Orientation Team are just a few of the different organizations that are available to SHIP students. Get there early because the first 100 students will receive a bag for the passport activity and a chance to win a gift card. Coming up, China celebrates the New Year.
And India has their 68th Republic Day. The slate has a lot of new opportunities for print media students.
Here's Jameson Barker with the Slate preview.
Well, it's great to be back. The Slate needs you, writers, photographers, and aspiring editors, to join our ranks. We have tons of positions opening, including opinion editor, assistant opinion editor, assistant news editor, copy editor, business manager, and assistant advertising director. We also offer staff writer and photographer positions for those who want to contribute. Our general interest meeting is next Tuesday at 9:30 in the Cub, room 232. We hope to see you there. Check out this week's edition of the Slate for the latest campus news and keep up every day on the slateonline.com.
When we come back, a look at the weather for the rest of the week.
And we have the 2017 Oscar nominations.
Stay tuned.
The weather has been pretty unpredictable lately.
Here's Rebecca with this week's forecast.
Sun to snow seems to be the trend this week. Tonight, partly cloudy skies with a low of 33. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy and a chance of flurries in the evening with a high of 40 and low of 28. In our 5-day, it's not looking any warmer with more chances of snow. Saturday brings partly cloudy skies with a high of 38 and low of 25. Sunday has a chance of rain-snow mixture in the morning with a high of 37 and showers in the afternoon with a low of 21. The start of our week brings cloudy skies and a chance of snow with a high of 35 on Monday and 40 on Tuesday. Have a fun and safe weekend, SHIP.
In protest on Washington as they joined in the 2017 Women's March. Hand in hand with their sisters around the world, Alicia Keys, Cher, and Madonna united with a reported 5 million participants in 673 marches worldwide. Aimed at President Donald Trump, the march and attending celebrities brought attention to the need for gender equality. Marchers hoisted signs and carried pink banners, making it the largest one-day protest in the U.S. history. Disney announced Monday that the next installment in the Star Wars universe will be titled The Last Jedi. In addition to the original 3 movies, the 3 prequels, Disney's The Force Awakens and the Rogue One, this becomes the 9th movie in the franchise. This movie takes place after the events of The Force Awakens. Finn is still unconscious, Kylo Ren is off to meet Supreme Leader Snoke, and even Tom Hardy has been cast as a stormtrooper. Reportedly, Carrie Fisher finished filming her scenes in July 2016. The storyline is not yet set in stone, but we can expect to see Luke Skywalker teach Rey the ways of the Force. Star Wars The Last Jedi is expected to be released December 15th. 2017 is here, and it's bringing some good movies too, including some reboots and sequels to our favorite childhood flicks.
Disney continues its series of live-action remakes of Disney princesses with Beauty and the Beast. Emma Stone plays Belle, the young woman who was taken prisoner by the scary yet misunderstood Beast. Marvel Studios is doing its take on the Spider-Man franchise with Spider-Man Homecoming. This origin story, starring Tom Holland and Robert Downey Jr., will expand on the Spider-Man character introduced in Captain America: Civil War. Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Men Tell No Tales is the fifth adventure of Johnny Depp's Captain Jack Sparrow searching for the Trident of Poseidon while being chased by ghostly pirates. And Cars 3 Lightning Strikes shows an older version of Lightning McQueen competing against a new, faster generation of race cars. For SUTV Entertainment, I'm Avery Quinn.
Show a remake of The Mummy starring Tom Cruise, a Captain Underpants movie starring Ed Helms, and a Power Rangers movie. Pixar is making its way to the big screen once again with a new star, Miguel. Played by Anthony Gonzalez, he is the star of Coco. Miguel loves music, which sends him to the land of the dead. When music is banned in Mexico, he must find a way back to the land of the living. The movie opens in November. On Tuesday, the Academy of Motion Pictures announced its nominees for the 89th Academy Awards. Zach Klaus has more.
Here are the nominees for Best Supporting Actors and Actresses. Mahershala Ali for Moonlight, Jeff Bridges for Hell or High Water, Lucas Hedges for Manchester by the Sea, Dev Patel for Lion, and Michael Shannon for Nocturnal Animals, Viola Davis for Fences, Naomi Harris for Moonlight, Nicole Kidman for Lion, Octavia Spencer for Hidden Figures, and Michelle Williams for Manchester by the Sea. The nominations for Best Actor or Actress in a Leading Role are Casey Affleck for Manchester by the Sea, Andrew Garfield for Hacksaw Ridge, Ryan Gosling for La La Land, Viggo Mortensen for Captain Fantastic, and Denzel Washington for Fences. Isabel Huppert for Elle, Ruth Negga for Loving, Natalie Portman for Jackie, Emma Stone for La La Land, and Meryl Streep for Florence Foster Jenkins. And finally, the nominations for Best Picture include Arrival, Fences, Hacksaw Ridge, Hell or High Water, Hidden Figures, La La Land, tying the record for 14 nominations, Lion, Manchester by the Sea, and Moonlight.
The 89th Academy Awards will be hosted by Jimmy Kimmel on air on February 26th, starting at 7 p.m. on ABC. And that's all this week we have for entertainment. Let's head back to the desk.
When we come back in sports, find out which basketball player has surpassed 1,000 career points.
And which Ship team is still undefeated. Stay tuned.
Shippensburg's men's and women's basketball teams continue their impressive seasons as both teams defeated Pitt's Johnstown last night. Josh Charles has the highlights.
The Lady Raiders set the tone early, claiming their 10th straight win over the Pitt Johnstown Panthers by a score of 76-45. The dominant performance was led by Stephanie Nauer, who led the team in scoring with 14 points, shooting 6 for 9 from the field, while both Colleen Young and Logan Schneider scored in double figures. The win over the Panthers stretches the women's streak to 10 games, matching their longest winning streak in 15 years. The night continued to roll in favor of the Raiders as the men's team set a school record of 16 threes as they defeated the Panthers 84-72, extending their undefeated record to 18-0. Dustin Sleva started the game with a 3 and would continue to set a game high of 25 points off of 6 3-pointers. The threes continued to rain as Justin MacArthur set a career high of 6, Clay Connor held 2, and both Abe Massley and Chris Nwanda had 1. The men are now ranked 5th in the nation, the highest ranking in Ship history, and will head to Millersville this weekend in hopes to keep their streak alive. For SUTV Sports, I'm Josh Charles.
Shippensburg will return home next Wednesday for a PSAC matchup against Kutztown University. After a dominant performance against Lockhaven, Dustin Sleva became the 30th player in Shippensburg basketball to reach 1,000 points. Sleva expressed relief after surpassing the milestone.
It felt good. It felt good to get rid of it. You know, it's kind of a distraction a couple of times during the year, but it was nice to get it. I never got it in high school, so I mean, it was cool. All my teammates, I'm pretty sure there'd be like 3 or 4 guys after me. I get it even on our team, so we got a pretty good group of guys.
Teammate Abe Massley has reached 1,223 career points, while Justin MacArthur is closing in on 1,000 points as well, currently at 98 points shy. Shippensburg Wrestling beat Millersville 27-12 on Tuesday. Nationally ranked Evan Ramos gave up a forfeit at 197. Raiders won all 8 of their contested bouts, with sophomore Dustin Stefanino winning by pin. Ship's next match is Saturday, January 28th at Seton Hill.
President Trump speaks on Mexico and festivals light up China.
Here's Ian Fitzgerald with World News.
China is celebrating the upcoming Lunar New Year with light shows. The popular Chinese event is expected to bring millions of people out to different provinces to view the many different light shows, shadow puppet plays, bonfires, and fireworks. The Chinese New Year celebrates the ancient lunar calendar, which resets on the second new moon of the winter solstice. The Chinese New Year begins this Saturday. India's military might was on display today to celebrate the country's 68th annual Republic Day. The poor weather conditions did not stop millions of people from taking off from their normal routines to celebrate the country's national holiday. The hour-and-a-half parade had soldiers and tanks march down Raj Path, cultural dances, and traditional peace offerings. The parade ended in an award ceremony of countrymen over the past year. President Donald Trump was in Philadelphia today for the GOP retreat. He touched on familiar themes from his campaign. President Trump addressed his canceled meeting with Mexican President Peña Nieto, saying that the U.S. won't meet until Mexico treats the U.S. fairly. And this Sunday marks the 23rd Annual Screen Actors Guild Awards. The ceremony will present 13 different awards for film and television. Manchester by the Sea is expected to win big for a film, as it is nominated in 4 different categories. HBO exclusive Westworld and Game of Thrones, as well as Netflix exclusive Stranger Things, are expected to bring the most awards for television. Jane Fonda and Dolly Parton will present comedian Lily Tomlin with the SAG Life Achievement Award for her career achievements and humanitarian accomplishments. The ceremony begins at 8 this Sunday. Well, that's all I have for you this week. We'll send it back to the desk.
That's it for SUTV News. I'm Zach Salzgiver.
And I'm Marina Barnett. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram at SUTV News, and check out our website, sutvnews.com.
We'll see you next time.